Welcome to Deep Thought. There is a deeper aspect to everything. Now, this is important. Remember, sometimes people, let me use a prime example. Let me use an obvious example, cars. Like sometimes when people see a car, it looks all pretty, it looks nice, fashionable, stylish, and all of that. And most people, when they see the car, they're not thinking about the engine or some of the different processes of the computer. They just look nice. But then there's a deeper aspect to the car. What kind of engine does it have? How's everything flowing through there? How much mileage can it get? Why is it getting the mileage? How's the ball bearings on there and everything? That's the deeper aspect some of a mechanic might have. Now, that's the same thing with people. We see the outside of people. Like, okay, I'm known for talking about relationships, and I'm especially known for talking about the body game, right? But there's a deeper aspect of why people are attracted to the body. Now, I don't remember whether or not I've done a podcast on chakras. I don't remember. I might have, might not have. I don't know, but look them up, because one reason I might not have done something because there are so many things on the internet. Y'all can look that up. Just look up chakras or on the internet. There's CHAKRAS. Now, some people listening probably aware of it. Now, I talk about the body game, but when a person is attracted, they think on the surface level, they're attracted to a certain body part. You know, when men are attracted to certain body parts on a woman, you know, her big breasts and her butt dunk, you know, her pretty face, you know, legs and everything. He's really attracted to the deeper aspects, which are represented by the chakras. You know, so when a man is attracted to a woman's legs, he's attracted to her root chakra. How, you know, the energy there, that's your connection to the earth, how rooted you are, how down to earth you are. You know, guys, when sometimes you see a woman, you like powerful legs. Now you see it visually, but inwardly, you're actually moved by the characteristic it represents, being rooted to the earth. Or when you checked out her butt dunk, but see, that's where a woman's creativity is, within her womb, you know? And if you're attracted to her breast, well, the main purpose of the breast is not to turn on a man sexually, but to feed a child. That's just how she nurtures. So when a man's attracted to breasts, I already automatically know that inwardly he's looking for nurturing. And when a woman is attracted to different male parts, okay, like you got many women attracted to his his legs, but that's the same thing, the root chakra. But then, you talk about the sacral chakra when you talk about women who, quite frankly, are attracted to a man's penis, because that's what a man's penis does, is create. You know, even his butt, you know, is create. That's all the apparatus there. You know, when they're attracted to abs, that's the solar plexus chakra. And, you know, that's his power right there. You know, that's why women like it. Deep down, they want it. Or if they're attracted to his arms and chest. Well, just like a woman's breast, her chest is used to nurture. A man's is used to protect. You know, that's why a lot of women like laying on a man's chest. They feel protected, especially, and, you know, that's combined with the arms and everything. And then really when you're attracted to a face, you're attracted to the level of intelligence, the level of spirituality. Even the hair, that's the crown. But see, that's the deeper level. Now, let me know, because I can, well, like I said, look it up, because the thing with chakras, there's so much information out there. And even the information I'm sharing, trust me, there's some people who can share deeper information. They really got into it. But whatever the case, it's a deeper aspect to it, because on another level, you're attracted to their health. And that just is not merely the visual thing. And that's one thing. Also, if you look at people, period, you're attracted to any outward behavior that gives a clue as to their personality. There's always a different thing. If you see somebody, like if a woman see a man, he's walking tall, powerful and everything, it gives her the feeling of, oh, this is a strong man. Or if a man sees a woman and, in her demeanor, how she walk, how she carry herself is soft and feminine, he'll like it, but on a deeper level, and sometimes he might even be conscious of it. He's like feel real peaceful around her. Understand, when the very nature of a woman, when she's truly in her feminine, she's like a peaceful garden. And I've seen women who were very powerful with it. They could take the biggest roughnecks, the craziest people, and the dudes would be calm around them. Because I've told this story several times. I remember when I was working in downtown D.C., and I was very upset. It was something at the office, and I was walking around, saw this young lady I knew, and she just came up and just grabbed my hand and just held it. Didn't even say a word, but her very essence was very peaceful. She just held my hand, looked at me, and I was like, then got calm. That's how deep it is, but it's a deeper aspect. If you look at situations, sometimes we see the surface. Like you see a lot of stuff. Okay, like right now, there's the impeachment trial of President Trump. And you see all this political stuff happening on the surface. But I guarantee there's a deeper aspect that we're not seeing. And it is so many things involved in it. Like just on a basic level, there's some stuff being said that's not making the news. I don't know what it is. But there's always a deeper aspect. Understand something. See, one of the things that people going through life, we can't just rely on the surface. Yeah, the surface look good. Yeah, it's presenting something, but what's the deeper meaning? When people talk, what's the different meaning? Why they say this? Why they do that? Now, you don't want to think about it too much unless it's have a major effect on you or something. You don't want to get into it too much. That could be something right there. But understand that. That's a big thing. Just doing some other stuff. Sorry. There's a deeper meaning behind me doing that. There's a deeper meaning because I was just taking something off the wall or something. And there's a deeper meaning. Like I mentioned about personalities, one thing in my personality on a deeper meaning, I can be very anal. I don't like stuff out of place. I really don't. Now, I can tolerate it to an extent, but when I really get into it, I'm that type, like just moving stuff around, like a little OCD. But there's a deeper aspect, like when people do something. Why people, like when they have interactions, there's something going on in their personality, In fact, when you have people out here say they doing a reading, like you say, if you get a psychic, right, and they say they doing a reading, they telling you what the future is, however method they doing it, they really can't see the future. They really can't see the future because the future hasn't happened yet. But what they're doing is they looking one way or another, maybe through contact with their own subconscious. They can unconsciously read where you at now and tell where you're going. For example, a good example, practical example of this, remember I mentioned about cars. Like a very good mechanic can look at a car and say, okay, you headed for a mechanical failure here, your tires are messed up, something like that. And that's a very simple thing, but they do it because they were looking at the situation now. They went under the hood, they could see what's going to happen. Because even if you were to do a psychic reading or something, they can't give you exact dates. They can say generally what's happening. Sometimes people wouldn't even call themselves psychic. They can read people real well. And they can look at somebody and say, you know what? That person, the way they are now, is headed for an ass whipping. They're going to start some trouble with somebody. Or you'll see somebody get played in a relationship or something. Because all you do is look at them now. And remember, like I said, the future is, it's always in flux. Now, sometimes if somebody get that type of reading or somebody just read them real well right there, it could be like an old country folk. Just say, look, I see this coming. You can consciously change that. But that's because they see the deeper aspect of it. And like everything, there's a deeper aspect. There's a deeper meaning. There's a deeper motivation. And there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, if you look at communication, communication is like only 8% verbal in what you're telling. And remember, I've talked about mask and everything like that. There's always something below the mask, and that's a key for everybody. Just understanding just a deeper aspect of how everything goes in life. And there's no exceptions. There are absolutely no exceptions. So anyway, that's something for y'all to think about today. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and many blessings.